Yeah, guys, welcome to yet another video. This is Mr. FXmosako. This is the weekly recap video that I do to see the opportunities that we wanted to take, you know, in the market when they give themselves. But before I go into it, I just wanted to say, guys, as your time goes into, your trading journey and you trying to figure out your niche and then, just trying to make sense of everything. One thing I want to tell you is I'm at a point where I know so many tools, guys. I'm so aware of so many things, right? So I was speaking to a friend of mine who said, keep things simple. And he's right. He was right. Like try your best to keep things as simple as possible while knowing all these different tools, because these tools you're going to, the tools that you will need at a certain point in time, but then at a certain point in time, that tool is going to be necessary. So as time goes, you're going to learn so many tools, but one thing I want to advise you is know when to use those tools once you know them, instead of trying to implement everything into one thing, which most likely is going to, clutter your chart and clutter your decision making for that opportunity you're trying to trade. So each and every you know tool in the forex market can be used for a specific um, it can be used for a specific trade, or a specific setup. So your strategy won't be the same. You're going to have multiple strategies as time goes, a lot of strategies, but one thing that's going to stay the same throughout those strategies is your risk management. So your risk management is going to stay the same, but then the tools that you're going to use for the price action, it's going to be different all the time you know so don't always say you're going to use a specific um strategy, because that strategy, for where the price market is, you may not be able to enter the trade. But because you already know so many tools, now that you see where the market price is and what it's telling you, you're able to see what tool you're going to have to use to be able to take the opportunity out of the market, instead of having to wait until it gets to that certain price for you to do what you have to do. And sometimes that place could be very far, so just keep in mind of that. Just keep in mind of that. So firstly, guys, DXY, the dollar index, I said that we should be expecting a strong dollar, and my bias was expect a strong dollar till it touches the resistance level of 90,950. As you can see, this is right here, and look at what the market did. So it was a when it started off, it went a bit down, but then as it went into the next day, the Tuesday, that's when the USD started catching its momentum. And also, I didn't realize this, but the FOMC, well, what was happening, guys, and it's a meeting held by the Fed to discuss the American economy. So whatever they spoke about, as you can see, was good for the dollar, and it was expected for it to be good. It had to be good, guys, because they're trying to save the economy. So we're expecting a stronger dollar. So when we go to other the pairs of the USD, we know that we're looking for buy setups. That's all we were looking for this week. Buy setups. And also I said here, minor resistance levels that need to be monitored when reached for potential reversals are 90,5 200 and 90,6920. As you can see, it is right, this level is right here. Now we're gonna go to let me just, before I change here, what did I say? I said my bias outcome was the resistance level was missed by 7 pips. That 90,9500 was missed by a couple of pips, and both 90,520 and 90,692 resistance level were touched. They were touched, so I could have been able to take opportunities with USD pairs at those levels, but during the pairs, within the pairs. I said the mistakes that I did was not monitoring price when level reached those certain areas. You should always be able to monitor price at all times. And one thing I want to start with the overall weekly recap now that I have is focus on less pairs because you cannot monitor all the pairs at this point. What I realized was that you know there's so many pairs, guys, as you can see, and they're all hitting the certain levels at the same time. And some of them may have reversals, retracements, but the level may still be strong. So now because maybe it hit GBPUSD level, and and it also hit AUD, I'm now focused on AUD instead of GBPUSD. And when I'm focused on AUD instead of GBPUSD, whatever happens here, the price action does what it does, then I missed opportunity. Then I come back and I'll be trying to catch the late market. And then when I come here, I'm missing opportunities that are happening here. So I learned that, I need to minus the trades, the pairs that I'm analyzing, and try sticking to less pairs so that I can take opportunity. Guys, yeah. Um I wasn't my risk management plan. I was for this week actually. I wasn't following a lot of risk management because I was trying so many things. So I wasn't really following my trading plan. I was trying to adjust it, add a couple of things, see what I need to take out and what I need to put in. So yeah, those are the major things that I learned on watching this week's analysis video. And trust your setups, guys. And you can also hear from the previous one, I said trust your setups, trust your setups. Now we're going to GBP USD, and GBP USD, the bias was look for sell position once 1,36400 has been reached. 1,37470 is the resistance level that should be broken and retested. 1,35151 is the support level. Look for buy signals or sell. So here on my buyer's outcome, 1,36400 uh, support level was reached twice. So now let's go into the market and go look for it. As you can see here, when it started, it came here, it touched it here. Then I could have, what did I say here, guys? When it touches this 1,6400, I had to look for sell positions. So I would have taken this opportunity here. As you see, I did take this opportunity here, as you can see, but it was long. It wasn't long-lived opportunity. It was just a couple of pips. Then it came back and went up and tested this level here. And now that I'm seeing this, guys, I should have known that I can take it to the upside. This level, I can take GBPUSD to the um to the upside. As you can see, I could have seen this structure here and entered here and taken it to the top to hit this resistance level here, which was reached 3 times. And let's go back to the coming. It touched here, then it touched here, then it touched here. Look at the opportunities that I missed because I have so many pairs that I'm trying to track at the same time. you know and this is a flag, guys, and I started realizing that and wedges, you see flags and wedges like this, whereby this is where you would say you're holding the flag, and this is the flag. When you see such things, guys, especially when they're reaching the resistance, most likely it's going to turn around. As you can see here as well, it turned around. So this is something new that I'm learning and I'm observing. What else? I said 3,35. So 1,35151 was too far. As you can see, I was thinking that it was gonna come here, but I was able to adjust the the chart, and as you can see, it was doing higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and now it couldn't break through its previous higher high. And if I had been able to see this during the analysis, it would have been honestly perfect. But I cannot complain because what I said was going to happen was going to happen. It's just that I wasn't there to take the opportunities. You know, the levels that I said were important for me to be aware of and take action once they were there. It happened, and I was supposed to, take action, and it could have been, could have been a great week, a really great week. But we live and we learn, and I just need to, like I said, guys, I need to minus all the pairs and be able to, try focusing on one. And imagine if I had focused on GBPUSD by itself. There's also many opportunities, guys. Like, imagine I took it from here to the top, then from here, I took it from here to the bottom, then I took it again to the top, then to the bottom again. You see how many opportunities I would have had. So always keep in mind as well that, don't try trading a lot of pairs. Stick to one pair, and one pair can really give you the profits that you truly need. So now I'm done with this one. Like you said, we could have taken buys, great buys. And you saw on Tuesday, that's when the dollar started gaining uh strength, and that's what we were looking for, to take that side of the dollar. And now the dollar, as you can see here, it's on the right side, so it's a sell. So I would have waited for this sell setup and taken this sell setup, because what did I say? We're expecting a strong USD, so we're only going to take sells, sells, sells. And I could have taken this sell here if I was aware. But also, guys, you can also take these opportunities at the top, but it's always better to just follow the direction of the higher time frame, just to be safer, just to be safe. Now let's go to the Euro USD. And before finishing with the GBP, I meant to say, my mistake was monitoring price when level reached. That was one of my mistakes that I didn't do. No, I didn't monitor when it hit my levels. Now, like I said, Euro USD, my bias for Euro USD, I'm gonna tell you guys now, was resistance level of 1,21900. Look for buy if broken and retested, sell if rejected. Minor support level of 1,21150. Look for sell continuation, buy if level rejected and shows other confluences. So now I'm saying the buyer's outcome. The buyer's outcome was the minor support of 1,21150 was touched and did show bearish confirmation. So we're gonna go inwards. I know, guys, it's looking so cluttered, this chart. It's looking very cluttered, but I was just adding, as like during the week, I was just analyzing, trying to see like proper levels again. So yeah, this is very bad. It's good, but for me, like I said at the start, keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. The simpler it is, the better. So now, like I said, minus support of 1,21150. And where is it? It's this one here. And what did I say I should do when it gets here? Look for buy if broken and retested, sell if rejected. Now let's just go to the lower time frame. As you can see, I can see the proper market structure. Look at this level. It was broken and it was retested again. I could have taken it to the downside until here. But now let's go to the 15-minute time frame for you to get the proper perspective. And this was, the on the second day. As you can see, this was the Monday. This happened on the Tuesday. As you can see, what happened here, it broke through, it retested, and it went down. Guys, this would have been a very good trade. This trade would have been a perfect trade. Also, guys, I'm using an alert app called Call Levels, which I don't know, sometimes it alerts me of the zones that it hits, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm still testing out different apps to really, be able to not be on the charts for long and be able to focus on other things. Then when those levels are hit, I can come and really, um take the opportunity and be profitable. As it was touched, and it did show a bearish confirmation. So after touching here, I could have waited. I could have waited to see this again. This bar. Okay, let me just take this out. I could have waited. It went down again. It touched here. Could have waited until it came here again and took it to the downside. You know, because like I said, we were expecting a strong dollar. So it would have even been better if we were able to catch it from here. As you can see, it was on the Tuesday until it got to this level right here. But for most parts, it was still a strong euro for most parts. It didn't even do much. It's been, going to it's within the similar price. It hasn't reached the higher high that it has set. Um, that higher high here. It wasn't able to break through, so it came back to test. As you can see, it's like there's a channel forming here. There's some sort of a channel forming here. So now that it is hit here, we could expect it to come hit here and then continue to the downside. Let's see what the Fibonacci levels will say. All right, okay, let me just not use it because I'm still not good at it, guys. Yeah, yeah, as you can see, it did its lower low, then it did a new higher high. Well, higher high, higher low, higher high. But this is like, the bigger picture higher high. It wasn't able to break through there, which is good because we said we're expecting a strong dollar. So, um, I'm quite happy because yeah, it shows that there was a strong dollar, a bit of a strong dollar presence. But Euro kept on coming and just showing a bit of strength. But I'm still looking at this structure here, guys. I'm going to wait for this level right here to be hit. This level, this 1,21900 to be hit, and maybe if the market does come back to this level here, I'll decide to take action on the market. But we'll wait for the next video for us to see what opportunities it can give us. And here I said mistakes and lessons. I said 50 pips covered, 50 pip stop loss of that opportunity. I showed you that we could have taken this opportunity here. You see, guys, it would have been a 5 pip stop loss and 50 pips, which would have been a great trade. Would have been a great probability trade as well. Could have re-entered um, if I stuck to one pair. You see, guys, if I had stuck to one pair, I would have been able to take advantage. So yeah, I learned something, and that's one consistent thing throughout all those pairs. Um, this week that I've noticed. Here for AUD, the buys was react when price touches support of 0.76590. Look to sell after it's retested. Buy if structure rejects zone and continues to the upside. Do the same for the resistance level 0.78245. So now here I said buyer's outcome 0.76590 support level was touched. So now let's go look for that level. It was touched, as you can see, but let's go to the lower time frame. Look at this level, it was touched. I could have taken this out here. You see when this happened, I could have looked at here, this week's here. Look at this rejection wicks, but then it pulled up, it pulled through, it went through. it went through. So now I want to go to the 50-month to see if there were any candlestick that, oh wow, let's just check it properly. You see, the candlestick closed below it. So every time when you're doing trend lines, guys, you should know that when it's coming when it's in a trend and it does this, whereby it closes below or above a certain level, you should know that there are probabilities that it will end up shooting down. So what happened? It did this, it came back again and did the same thing again. You see, I could have taken, waited. Once price got here, I could have entered and took it to the downside. This would have been my sell entry that I'm looking for, for the strong USD. Then I would have been out of the market after that. That would have been a good trade. Here, I haven't set the pips, but as you can see, it's probably the same 5 pip, 50 move. Let me just make sure for you guys here. Yeah, it's a 69 pip move. This one, from here to here, 69 pip move. Which would have been a great probability trade, guys. When you're risking very small pips for major pips, that's always great, always great. So yeah, this is an opportunity that we missed, but I'm glad that what I said, that start look to react, once it hits, um look to sell after it's retested, buy if structure rejects, or so if here it rejected, I could have bought until here and went out, or let it hit my stop loss. Then when it came here and broke through and went back to retest, I could have taken it to the downside. So both my two ways that I was looking at it, I could have taken advantage, but we're looking for high probability trades. So this one would have been the perfect trade, you know. Um, yeah, guys, that's it for AUUSD, AUUSD. Now we're gonna go to USDCHF. Um, Honestly, USDCHF, I didn't trade it much. I don't think I entered the trades. Yeah, I didn't enter the trades. Look to buy when the golden area is touched again, which was the Fibonacci levels. As you can see, I was testing it. Look for buy entry at 8,89,200. And yeah, like I said, it's been in a zone. Yeah, this is the one that's very obvious. It's been in the zone. This is where I wanted to react to price, man. I wanted it to come here. Um, I wanted it to come here, and this is where I was on it. It's gonna break through, then retest, then go up. Like I said, I was expecting a strong dollar, which you can see here it was there, but it wasn't able to break out this strong resistant area level here. And my bias outcome, I said, was touched but rejected again. It got rejected again, and it wasn't my plan to sell against the USD, so I wasn't gonna take that trade. One thing, one lesson that I took, I don't think I made any mistakes here, but one lesson I took is didn't force trades, as I'm still waiting for my buy setup. So I am waiting for this level here. So I suppose that the USD CHF, I won't touch it until this level right here is hit, and that's when I'll be looking to react. I will be looking to react. Yeah, that's it for USD CHF. No, so that's what I was looking for: sell opportunities, sell opportunities. And I prefer, I don't want to go lower than 1 hour. Within the 1 hour, and I'm looking for trades, unless it's a snapper entry. So if you're a scalper, you could have taken many opportunities here. You could have gotten a lot of opportunities to buy and sell, and made a lot of profits. But um you don't want to overtrade, and lose money that you could have waited and placed one trade that could have been a good trade. So patience, guys. Patience is key in the forex market. Now we go to USDJPY. USDJPY, the buys here was resistance level of 1 comma wait, let me see, 4, here it is. Yeah, I said bias 103,900 look to buy and maybe possible sell. 103,700 look to buy and maybe possible sell. Then 104,092 would mean a strong bullish trend is about to happen. That was my bias for the USD. Now my bias outcome. 103,700 was touched, acted as support at the start of the week, and became a resistance level before it got broken through for an impulse to the upside. Then I said 103,300 was touched, should have bought, and I said 104,092 was touched and could have bought again. So now let's go to the lower time frame to see the structure properly. What did I say, guys? My bias was for 103,900 look to buy. It may be possible sell. It came here, it broke through here. Thing is, when it broke through a level, I'm always expecting a retest, but that's, like here, as you can see, it didn't happen. So, I could have either way still entered here, but because, I want confirmations, I just don't want to just fly in a trade and just fly in. But you see now, if I went to the 15-minute, I could have seen it broke through, did a retest a bit and went to the upside. I could have taken a trade here with, yeah, with great risk management, because if I exactly entered here, my stop loss could have even been here, could have been as small as that, and sorry about that. And I could have aimed for which level? 104, 400. Let me see. Yeah, 104, 400. Would have been, as I said here, would mean a strong bullish trend is about to happen. That's even far. I'm even here. If I knew that if it caught here, that's what I said. And I could have known, I could have taken it to the upside. So if I had managed my risk properly, I would have pushed to the upside and, put my stop loss, as it gets here, I would have put my stop loss below here, then wait for it to do whatever it has to do. Then I would have put it below here. Then once as it got there, I would have just put it here and waited to see what it had to do and put this as my stop loss, obviously, and my TP, and it would have taken me out of the trade in profit. So yeah, great opportunities missed. But one thing you should be always proud about is that it did what you said it was going to do. A strong dollar showed itself, and I learned that this is one of the pairs that when the dollar is showing its strength, this is where you should be looking. This is where the dollar moves. As you can see, it's not like all the other pairs where the way it was moving, it wasn't convincing that okay, this is a strong dollar. This showed that it's a strong dollar, even breaking out of this minor channel here and breaking this higher high here. So now this is great, guys. This is very great. This is great. This actually would have been one of my best trades actually if I had taken it. Look where it ended up. Guys. This would have been a great trade. How many pips? Oof. Look at those pips. Wonderful pip numbers. Yeah, but we missed it, and it's okay. But one thing I'm confident about is, I should be having more confidence in my setups. I should be having more confidence in my setups, because I said here 1037 look to buy and maybe possible sell. It got to 103,700. As you can see, it got here. I could have sold, but there wasn't, What did I say? I was expecting a strong US dollar, so I'm only gonna take pies. I'm only gonna going with the US dollar, not going against the US dollar. So I could have waited. It broke through, came retested, and went to the upside. And I said when it gets to 103,900, do the same thing. It's either going to be a sell or a buy. I should have bought. Went to the upside, as you saw when I went to the 15 minute. Let me even highlight it here. It showed a great retest. It was a retest, but a small one though. But it did that, and I could have taken it and went to the upside. So yeah, guys, it was a good week for the US dollar in a long time, and it was a good week. Then GBPJPY, I just found it. It wasn't part of my analysis, honestly. I just found it that I just saw this higher high, and then I saw this higher high right here that this would be where it should be aiming, and looking at the structure, um this is a higher high in terms of the bigger picture, but then as you can see, there's minor ones here, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, minor ones. So as you can see now, we broke through this level, and when I saw it, I knew that we could be breaking above the higher high, and I found it right here. What's great is, sorry about that, I found it on this resistant level. It's tend to support, and I knew that from here I would just take it until here, catching 50 pips, nothing big. I wasn't expecting to hold it for too long, 49 pips, it's very small trade. That's what I was aiming for, and that's what happened. And I'm happy that happened, because it's not something I was predicting. It's just that I used my strategy of support and resistance, and also now that I'm adding in my higher highs, while implementing my resistance and support. I need to be able to always know what the market is in, what trend the market is in, and what it's doing. And now that I saw, okay, it reached its higher lows, it's been trying to come up and retest this high and see that will it break through, or will it reject and come back to the downside. And as you can see, it was able to break through, and now it might come back to retest. Then after coming back to retest, it might end up coming for this level here. So yeah, we'll wait and just see. But I'm not sure if I'll be trading this pair this coming week. So we've reached the end, and I just wanted to say that I hope you are able to go back to the previous analysis video and see how I was analyzing, and how I was looking at the market when analyzing, and look at how the charts changed when it came to this time where I'm recapping, and the opportunities I could have taken, why I wanted to take those opportunities, and what new things am I adding as I'm going forth with my forex journey, in terms of analyzing the market, the strategy, and the confluences I'm using to be able to enter the trade. I hope you are able to find this video educational, and you're able to honestly go back and see what I did previously, so that you can understand what I am showing you right now. This week I learned about pips. I know how many pips a pair can cover within a day, within a week. Fibonacci. I was looking at Fibonacci levels. I was trying to look for snapper entries, honestly, this week, looking for snapper entries. Risking 5 pips to 10 pips, to be able to get 50 pips or more, and letting my trades run. Just letting your trades run, and be able to put your stop losses at the right level, so that it does not even take you out of the stop loss before continuing to the side, to the continuing to the target that you initially wanted it to hit. So yeah guys, there's so many elements that I'm learning and that I'm implementing, but I won't be using them all the time, like I said at the start of the video, all the time. I'm going to be using different elements depending on what the price is telling me, and which tools I should react to be able to um take the opportunity and really take the full of it, so yeah guys, I hope you're able to really check my mindset where it's at. And yeah guys, I can't wait for us to analyze another pair next week. If you really enjoyed this, please do press that subscribe button, the like button, and that notification button, so you can be notified every time I do release such videos. So yeah guys, have a wonderful weekend, rest, and we'll be back and ready on Tuesday and ready to kill the market. Enjoy.